Have you ever noticed little things starting to feel a bit harder than they used to? Maybe lifting that bag of groceries feels heavier, or getting up from a low chair takes just a little more effort than you remember. It's not a sudden change, nothing dramatic, but a subtle shift. A quiet whisper telling you that your body isn't quite responding with the same vigor it once did. Do you find yourself second-guessing whether you can comfortably carry that box, or if your grip on a jar lid is as strong as it needs to be? These aren't just isolated incidents. They're often the initial, sometimes unsettling signs that something deeper might be happening, something that many of us simply brush off as just getting older. But what if these feelings are actually signals, pointing to a challenge we can actively address and overcome? It's easy to dismiss these moments, isn't it? We tell ourselves it's perfectly normal to feel a bit less robust as the years go by. Perhaps you've attributed that slight wobble, that unexpected fatigue after a simple walk, or the increasing difficulty in climbing stairs to just a natural part of aging. You might even find yourself avoiding certain activities you once loved, not because you don't want to do them, but because your body just doesn't feel up to it anymore. This isn't about running marathons. It's about the everyday joys, playing with grandchildren, tending your garden, or simply enjoying a long, comfortable stroll without feeling utterly drained. This creeping sense of diminished capacity, this subtle erosion of your physical confidence, can truly be disheartening, making you wonder what the future holds. As your doctor, I want to gently challenge that notion of just getting older. While some changes are indeed inevitable with time, a significant decline in our physical capabilities doesn't have to be one of them. Are you experiencing a growing sense of frustration because your energy levels aren't what they once were, even when you feel like you're trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Do you sometimes feel a bit weaker, a little less steady, and perhaps even a bit more vulnerable than you've ever felt before? This isn't just about losing a step. It's about a gradual erosion of the very foundation of your strength and independence. It's a common experience, yes, but its impact on your quality of life is profound, and often it's something we can actively work to prevent and reverse. Many of us diligently try to do all the right things. We wake up, often reaching for what we perceive as a healthy breakfast, like a bowl of oatmeal, perhaps thinking we're giving our bodies the best start to the day. We might even try to stay active, go for walks, or visit the gym when we can. Yet, despite these efforts, that underlying feeling of weakness, that subtle loss of vitality, persists. Have you ever wondered if there's a missing piece to the puzzle? A crucial element that could truly make a difference in how you feel, how you move, and how energetically you embrace each day. It's not about doing more of the same. It's about understanding what your body truly needs, especially as we mature. It's natural to feel a bit confused, even frustrated, when you're putting in the effort but not seeing the results you expect, or worse, feeling like you're actually going backwards. You might ask yourself, why am I feeling so tired, so weak, when I'm eating well and trying to stay active? This isn't a reflection of your commitment or your desire to be healthy. Instead, it's often a sign that there's a specific underlying process at play that we haven't fully understood or addressed. This isn't about a lack of willpower. It's about a physiological shift that can subtly, yet powerfully, undermine your strength and energy, making everyday life feel like a constant uphill battle, even when you're trying your best. Imagine a silent thief working slowly, almost imperceptibly, in the background. It doesn't announce its presence with loud alarms or dramatic symptoms, but rather through a gradual lessening of your physical capabilities. This isn't just about cosmetic changes or the numbers on a scale. It's about the very core of your ability to function independently, to enjoy your hobbies, and to live life on your own terms. This subtle erosion of strength can make simple tasks feel monumental, steal your energy, and even make you feel less confident in your own body. It's a process that, if left unchecked, can significantly impact your overall quality of life, dimming that vibrant spark you once had. What I'm talking about is the often overlooked reality of muscle loss. We tend to think of muscles primarily in terms of strength training or athletic performance, but their role in our daily lives is far more fundamental. Your muscles are essential for everything: standing, walking, balancing, lifting, and even maintaining your metabolism. They are the powerhouses that keep you moving and independent. But here's the crucial part. Without specific attention, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass and strength as we age. This isn't just a slight dip. It's a significant, cumulative loss that begins earlier than you might think and accelerates silently, often before we even fully notice its profound effects. This silent thief, this gradual, often unnoticed, loss of muscle mass and strength that can really impact our quality of life, has a name: sarcopenia. It might sound like a complex medical term, but at its heart it simply means flesh poverty, a dwindling of your vital muscle tissue. It's not just a condition that affects the elderly. It's a process that can begin much earlier than most people realize, subtly diminishing your strength, endurance, and overall vitality, making those everyday tasks feel increasingly challenging. Understanding sarcopenia is the first step towards taking proactive control, recognizing that those nagging feelings of weakness aren't just a normal part of aging, but a treatable and preventable condition. So when you feel that slight struggle with the grocery bags, or that unexpected fatigue after a short walk, it's not just your imagination. It's often sarcopenia at work, slowly but surely eroding your physical foundation. This isn't about vanity or achieving a certain physique. It's about preserving your functional strength, your balance, and your ability to navigate the world safely and confidently. Imagine being able to play with your grandchildren without worrying about getting up off the floor, or continuing to enjoy your favorite hobbies without feeling limited by your body. Reclaiming your strength means reclaiming your independence and your joy, ensuring you remain vibrant and fully engaged in life for many years to come. But here's the truly good news. While sarcopenia is a real and pervasive challenge, it's not an irreversible fate. You absolutely have the power to fight back, to build and protect your vital muscle, and to reclaim that strength and vitality you might feel slipping away. In fact, there's a simple, delicious breakfast strategy, far more effective than just oats, that can actively help you do exactly that. This isn't about drastic lifestyle overhauls or complicated routines. It's about a foundational change, a nourishing morning ritual that can set the stage for stronger days ahead, keeping you vibrant, independent, and full of life for many more years to come. This journey begins with understanding and then with empowered action. Sarcopenia isn't just about feeling a bit tired or out of shape. It's a fundamental shift in your body's composition, where precious muscle tissue is gradually replaced by fat or simply diminishes. Think of your muscles as the engine of your body. When that engine starts to lose its cylinders, or they become less efficient, everything slows down. It means less power for everyday movements, less stability, and a reduced capacity to bounce back from physical challenges. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's about the very machinery that allows you to live a full, active life. It impacts your metabolism, your energy levels, and even your immune system. Understanding this process is key to realizing that those nagging physical complaints aren't just part of aging, but a condition with real, tangible consequences for your well-being. What makes sarcopenia particularly concerning is its silent, progressive nature. It often creeps up on us, making its presence known through subtle changes that are easy to overlook or misinterpret. You might attribute a new difficulty opening a jar to a bad day, or a slightly slower pace on your walk to just being a bit tired. But these small, seemingly insignificant moments are often like tiny cracks appearing in a foundation. Over time, these cracks widen, leading to a much weaker structure overall. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about maintaining enough functional muscle to keep you agile, strong, and capable of handling whatever life throws your way without unnecessary struggle or fear. Many people imagine muscle loss only affecting those who are frail or very elderly, but the truth is, this process can begin much earlier than you might think, often starting in your 30s and accelerating after 50. Imagine a savings account where, instead of adding to it, you're making small, consistent withdrawals every single day without even realizing it. That's what happens with muscle. By the time you truly notice a significant decline in strength or energy, a considerable amount of muscle might already be gone. This is why being proactive is so incredibly important. It's about protecting your physical future, ensuring you have the strength and resilience to enjoy life on your terms for decades to come, not just for a few more years. So when we talk about sarcopenia, we're not just discussing a medical term. We're talking about the erosion of your vitality, your independence, and your ability to fully engage with the world around you. It's about how easily you can get up from a low chair, how confidently you can walk across an uneven path, or how much energy you have left at the end of the day to spend with loved ones. It's a challenge that, if left unaddressed, can profoundly diminish your quality of life. But by understanding its mechanisms and recognizing its early warning signs, you gain the power to intervene, to slow its progression, and even to reverse some of its effects, paving the way for a stronger, more vibrant tomorrow. This isn't about chasing youth or trying to turn back the clock to your 20s. It's about optimizing your health and well-being in your current stage of life, ensuring that your body can keep up with your spirit and your desires. It's about having the energy to pursue new hobbies, travel, or simply enjoy the everyday moments without physical limitations holding you back. Sarcopenia is a common enemy, yes, but it's one we can collectively face and conquer with the right knowledge and strategies. And the good news is, many of these strategies are simpler and more accessible than you might imagine, often beginning with small, intentional changes to your daily routine. Let's look at some numbers to really drive this home. Sarcopenia is far more prevalent than most people realize. Studies show that it affects approximately 10 to 20% of adults over the age of 65, and this number skyrockets to 50% or even higher in those over 80. Think about that. Half of all people over 80 could be grappling with significant muscle loss. But remember, the process begins much earlier. Even among adults aged 40 to 50, a measurable decline in muscle mass often goes unnoticed. These aren't just statistics. They represent millions of individuals experiencing reduced quality of life, increased health risks, and a diminished capacity to enjoy their golden years. The impact of sarcopenia isn't just felt by individuals, it has a significant societal and economic burden. In the United States alone, the direct healthcare costs associated with sarcopenia-related issues, such as falls and hospitalizations, are estimated to be in the tens of billions of dollars annually. This figure underscores the widespread nature of the problem and the strain it places on our healthcare systems. When we consider the indirect costs, like lost productivity, the need for long-term care, and the emotional toll on families, the true scope of this silent epidemic becomes even clearer. This isn't just about personal well-being. It's a public health challenge we must address proactively. To put it in perspective, sarcopenia is often as prevalent as other well-known conditions like osteoporosis, yet it receives far less attention. We're often encouraged to focus on bone health, which is vital, but equally important is the health of the muscles that support those bones and allow us to move freely. Imagine a house where the walls are strong, but the internal framework that holds everything together is weakening. That's a bit like what happens when we neglect our muscle health. The numbers tell us this isn't a rare condition. It's a widespread challenge that quietly undermines the health and independence of a growing segment of our population, making it critical to bring this conversation into the open. Globally, as populations age, the prevalence of sarcopenia is expected to increase even further. This isn't just an American issue, it's a worldwide concern. Projections suggest that by 2050, the number of people aged 60 and over will double, reaching over 2 billion. Without effective interventions, this means an unprecedented rise in sarcopenia cases, leading to a global health crisis, characterized by increased frailty, disability, and a heavier burden on healthcare resources. These figures aren't meant to scare you, but to highlight the urgency and importance of understanding and addressing this condition now, both for ourselves and for future generations. So when I share these numbers, it's not to overwhelm you, but to illuminate the scale of what we're facing. This isn't a niche problem. It's a fundamental aspect of aging that impacts millions. The good news is that unlike some other conditions, sarcopenia is largely preventable and treatable. These statistics, while sobering, also serve as a powerful call to action. They tell us that if we choose to ignore those subtle signs of weakening, we're not alone in that experience, but we also have a clear path forward to change that trajectory. It's about empowering you with the knowledge that your efforts can truly make a difference, not just for you, but as an example for others. One of the most immediate and serious risks associated with sarcopenia is an increased risk of falls and fractures. As muscle strength diminishes, especially in the legs and core, your balance naturally becomes less stable. Simple obstacles like a rug, an uneven sidewalk, or even just getting out of bed can become hazardous. A fall, particularly as we get older, can lead to serious injuries like hip fractures, which often require extensive recovery, surgery, and can significantly impact independence. Preventing sarcopenia is a crucial step in safeguarding your mobility and protecting yourself from these life-altering accidents, allowing you to move through your world with greater confidence. Beyond falls, sarcopenia directly threatens your independence. Imagine struggling to carry your own groceries, being unable to climb stairs without significant effort, or finding it difficult to get in and out of a car. These everyday tasks, which we often take for granted, become increasingly challenging and eventually impossible without sufficient muscle strength. This erosion of physical capability can lead to a reliance on others, diminishing your sense of autonomy and freedom. Maintaining your muscle mass is about preserving your ability to live life on your own terms, to make your own choices, and to continue engaging in the activities that bring you joy, without physical limitations dictating your every move. Sarcopenia also has a profound impact on your overall quality of life. When your body feels weaker and less capable, it's natural to withdraw from activities you once loved. Hobbies like gardening, dancing, hiking, or even just playing with grandchildren can become too physically demanding, leading to a more sedentary lifestyle. This not only robs you of enjoyment, but also creates a vicious cycle where reduced activity further accelerates muscle loss. The joy of movement, the confidence in your physical abilities, and the sheer pleasure of an active life are all at risk when sarcopenia takes hold, making every day feel a little less vibrant. What many people don't realize is that sarcopenia isn't just about muscle and movement. It's also deeply intertwined with your metabolic health. Muscles are major consumers of glucose and play a critical role in regulating blood sugar levels. When you lose muscle mass, your body's ability to process sugar effectively can decline, increasing your risk of developing conditions like type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome. This connection highlights that muscle is far more than just a tool for lifting. It's an active metabolic organ essential for maintaining overall health and preventing a cascade of other chronic diseases that can further diminish your well-being. Finally, sarcopenia can significantly impede your recovery from illness or surgery. When you're dealing with a health challenge, your body needs all the strength and reserves it can muster to heal and regain function. If you're already starting from a place of muscle deficit, your recovery journey will likely be longer, harder, and potentially less complete. Hospital stays can be extended, and the risk of complications increases. Maintaining robust muscle mass acts as a powerful buffer, providing your body with the resilience it needs to bounce back effectively from medical setbacks, ensuring you can return to your normal life much sooner and with greater ease. So how does sarcopenia manifest itself in your daily life? The most common and often first symptom people notice is a general sense of weakness and persistent fatigue. You might find that tasks that were once easy now require significant effort, or that you tire out much more quickly than before. This isn't just about feeling sleepy. It's a physical exhaustion that impacts your ability to perform even simple activities. You might wake up feeling unrested, or find yourself needing to sit down more often throughout the day. This pervasive lack of energy is a strong signal that your body's power reserves, your muscles, are not operating at full capacity. Another key symptom is difficulty with everyday tasks that involve lifting, gripping, or climbing. Have you noticed that opening a jar has become a real struggle? Or that carrying a bag of groceries from the car to the kitchen feels like a monumental effort? Perhaps climbing a flight of stairs leaves you breathless and needing to pause, or getting up from a low couch requires pushing off with your hands more than it used to. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They are direct indicators that your muscle strength is waning, making you less capable of navigating your own home and community with ease and confidence. A slower walking speed and increased unsteadiness are also significant red flags. If you find yourself walking at a noticeably slower pace than others your age, or if you feel less steady on your feet, perhaps needing to hold on to railings or furniture more often, these are classic signs of sarcopenia. Your leg muscles are crucial for propulsion and maintaining balance. When they weaken, your gait becomes less efficient and more precarious, increasing your risk of stumbles and falls. This change in mobility can subtly but profoundly impact your confidence to move about. So if those signs of subtle weakening have resonated with you, please know this: you are not helpless. The good news, the truly empowering news, is that we absolutely can fight back against sarcopenia. It's not about accepting a decline as an inevitable part of getting older. It's about making informed choices that actively support your body's incredible capacity to rebuild and stay strong. This isn't about drastic, overwhelming changes, but about understanding a few fundamental principles. One of the most powerful places to start, surprisingly, is right at the beginning of your day. What you choose to nourish your body with first thing in the morning can set the stage for muscle preservation and growth, giving you back that vital energy you might feel you've lost, and helping you reclaim your physical confidence, one delicious meal at a time. For too long, we've been told that a bowl of oatmeal is the quintessential healthy breakfast. And while oats have their place, they often fall short on a crucial nutrient that becomes increasingly vital as we age: protein. Think of protein as the building blocks for your muscles. Without enough of these blocks, especially at the start of your day, your body struggles to repair and rebuild muscle tissue, making it an uphill battle to prevent sarcopenia. Your muscles are constantly being broken down and rebuilt, and this process demands a consistent supply of high-quality protein. Starting your day with a robust protein intake signals to your body that it has the resources it needs to maintain and even grow that precious muscle, rather than letting it dwindle away silently. So what does a delicious breakfast strategy for muscle really look like? It means consciously prioritizing protein. Instead of just toast or a sugary pastry, consider options like scrambled eggs with some vegetables, a Greek yogurt parfait layered with berries and a sprinkle of nuts, or a protein smoothie blended with milk, a scoop of protein powder, and some fruit. These choices aren't just filling, they provide a powerful dose of amino acids your muscles crave, making the shift isn't complicated and it doesn't have to be boring. In fact, many people find that high-protein breakfasts keep them feeling fuller and more energized throughout the morning, avoiding those mid-morning energy crashes. It's a simple yet profoundly effective way to start nourishing your strength. But the breakfast strategy, while foundational, is just one crucial piece of the puzzle. To truly build and protect your muscle, you also need to challenge it. This means incorporating resistance exercises into your routine. And before you imagine heavy weights or a gym full of bodybuilders, let me assure you it can be much simpler than that. Resistance training could be as straightforward as using your own body weight for squats or lunges, using resistance bands, or even light dumbbells. The key is to provide a stimulus that tells your muscles, hey, I need you to be strong. This combination of adequate protein intake and regular muscle-challenging activity is the dynamic duo for fighting sarcopenia, creating a powerful synergy that will yield tangible results in your strength and vitality. Imagine waking up feeling genuinely energized, ready to tackle your day without that familiar drag. Imagine carrying those groceries with ease, climbing stairs without a second thought, or enjoying a long walk in the park feeling strong and steady. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's the tangible outcome of actively addressing muscle loss. Reclaiming your strength means reclaiming your freedom. It means having the confidence to say yes to life's invitations. Whether it's playing with your grandchildren, starting a new hobby, or traveling to new places. It's about feeling vibrant and capable in your own skin again, allowing you to participate fully in the moments that matter most, rather than watching them from the sidelines. Perhaps you're thinking, is it too late for me? Let me be very clear. It is absolutely not. The human body, even as we age, possesses an incredible capacity for adaptation and repair. Your muscles are remarkably responsive, and with the right fuel and stimulus, they can begin to rebuild and strengthen at any age. Even small, consistent efforts can yield significant improvements. Think of it as investing in your future self. Every protein-rich breakfast, every gentle resistance exercise, is a deposit into your strength savings account. You have the power to change your trajectory, to slow down and even reverse the effects of sarcopenia, ensuring your golden years are truly golden, full of activity and independence, not limitations. This journey isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. It's about preserving your ability to live robustly, to maintain your independence, and to enjoy every precious moment with those you love. When you feel strong, balanced, and energetic, you're more present, more engaged, and more joyful. You can embrace new experiences without hesitation, knowing your body is ready for the adventure. Don't let the silent thief of sarcopenia steal your vitality and limit your potential. By taking these proactive steps, you are not only protecting your physical health, but also nurturing your mental well-being, ensuring a future filled with confidence, purpose, and the unbridled joy of living life on your own terms. Remember the core message we started with, reclaiming your strength and vitality, one nourishing morning at a time. This isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a profound truth. Your choices, especially those consistent daily rituals like your breakfast, hold immense power. By consciously choosing to fuel your body with what it truly needs, quality protein, and by gently challenging your muscles, you're actively participating in your own well-being. You are telling your body, I value you, and I will give you what you need to thrive. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional, about making small, sustainable changes that collectively create a monumental shift in how you feel and how you live. The urgency here isn't one of panic, but of empowered action. Every day that passes without addressing muscle loss is another day where that silent thief continues its work. But every day you choose to act, to nourish and strengthen your body, is a day you reclaim a piece of your independence, your energy, and your future. Don't wait for a fall or a significant decline in mobility to be your wake-up call. Start now, with simple, actionable steps. Think of this as an investment in your most valuable asset, your health. It's an investment that pays dividends in freedom, confidence, and the ability to live a life truly unbounded by physical limitations, allowing you to fully enjoy your journey. As your doctor, my deepest hope is for you to live a life filled with health, joy, and unwavering independence. Sarcopenia might be a silent thief, but you now have the knowledge and the power to stop it in its tracks. Take that first step tomorrow morning. Choose a breakfast that truly nourishes your muscles. Consider a short, gentle resistance exercise. These small acts of self-care are not just about building muscle. They're about building a stronger, more resilient you. Don't let another day slip by feeling less than your best. Embrace this opportunity to reclaim your vitality, because your future self, vibrant and independent, will thank you for it. You deserve to feel strong, capable, and full of life every single day.